beginning again. Hello and welcome to Daily Practice with Nikhil. Whether you are listening to this in January or in the middle of March or on some random Tuesday in July, welcome to this moment. Welcome to the practice and welcome to beginning again. So find yourself a comfortable position. You can sit, lie down, stand if it feels right. And there's no perfect posture for this. Just find a way to be here and be present for the next 20 minutes or so. And if you like, you can close your eyes or soften the gaze toward the floor. Whatever allows you to turn your attention inward without falling asleep. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, real ones. The kind that actually fill your lungs, not the shallow ones we survive on. So breathe in. Pause for 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and out. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 3, 2, 1. Out. Pause, 3, 2, 1. One more in. And pause at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. And let it all go out. And pause there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now let your breath return to its natural rhythm. You don't need to control it anymore. Just let it breathe you. You know what's strange about New Year's? We treat it like a door slamming shut on everything that came before. Like midnight on December 31st is some kind of magic reset button. The old you, gone. The old year, finished. Clean slate, fresh start, new you. But in the heart of hearts, you know that that's not how it really works, is it? Because you're still here, in the same body with the same history, the same patterns, the same people in your life. The same struggles you were navigating yesterday. The calendar may have changed, you didn't. And before we rush into all the things we want to become, all the ways we want to improve and optimize and transform, I want us to do something different. I want us to acknowledge what was. Not to dwell on it, not to judge it, just to see it clearly. So bring to mind the year that just passed. You don't need to review every month, every event. Just get a sense of it, the shape of it. What was hard about it? Just notice what arises. You don't need to fix it or make sense of it. Just acknowledge it. This was hard. And in the same token, what was good about this year? The moments that surprised you, the days you felt alive, the times you laughed unexpectedly, or felt connected or experienced something beautiful you weren't even looking for. Now let those moments surface if they want to. Notice without judgment what you've learned. Not the lessons you think you should have learned. Not the insights that sound good when you say them out loud. But pay attention to what you actually learned. What you know now that you didn't know before. Maybe it's something about yourself. Maybe it's something about other people. Maybe it's just that you survived something you weren't sure you could survive. Here's what I want you to understand. That year, with all its difficulty and beauty and chaos and grace, that year made you. Not in some poetic, abstract way, literally made you. Every experience you had created had an impact in you, changed your brain, shaped how you see the world. It built capacities in you that weren't there before. You are not the same person you were a year ago. You couldn't be. That's biologically impossible. So before we let go of that year, before we move into what comes next, can we just acknowledge it? Not with gratitude, you don't have to be grateful for hard things, but with recognition, with respect for the fact that you lived through it. You made it here. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, see if you can release any need to make that year into a story. Good or bad, success or failure, productive or wasted. See if you can just let it be what it was. A year you lived. Now let's talk about this for a moment. This fresh start. Because there's something seductive about beginnings, isn't there? The fantasy of the blank page, the promise that this time will be different. This year, you'll finally become the person you've been trying to become. You'll exercise consistently, eat better, be more patient, less anxious, more present. You'll meditate every day. You'll journal every day, read more books, drink more water, fix your sleep schedule, finally launch that project, finally have those hard conversations. Finally, become the best version of yourself. Here's what's not wrong with that impulse. It comes from hope, from a genuine desire to grow, to live better, to be better. But here is what is complicated about it too. It's based on a lie. The lie that there is a better version of you waiting somewhere in the future. And if you just work hard enough, optimize enough, discipline yourself enough, you'll arrive there. You'll finally be enough. So take a breath. And I want you to offer yourself a different possibility. What if there is no better version waiting? What if you're not a rough draft that needs editing? What if the project isn't to become someone else, but to be more fully who you already are? In Zen practices, there's this concept of original face. Your original face before you were born, before you learned to perform, before you started measuring yourself against imaginary standards. It's not about going backward, it's about uncovering, revealing what was always there beneath all the conditioning and comparison and self-improvement. Real change, the kind that actually lasts, doesn't come from trying to be different. It comes from being fully present with who you are right now. So instead of asking, who do I want to become this year? What if we asked a different question? Who am I right now, in this moment, without the story? Bringing your attention to your body now. Not the body you wish you had. Not the body you're trying to change. This body. The one you are actually in. Notice how it feels to breathe. The weight of your body against whatever is supporting you. The temperature of the air on your skin. Notice any tension, any holding. And you don't need to fix it. Just notice it. This is what's happening in my body right now. Notice your emotional state. Whatever's here, calm or anxious, hopeful or skeptical, tired or energized, or some complicated mix. Again, you don't need to change it. Just acknowledge, this is what I am feeling right now. And notice the quality of your mind. Is it busy, quiet, scattered, clear? No judgment, just observation. This is the mind I have right now. This, all of this is your starting point. Not some idealized version, not who you think you should be. This, exactly this. And here's what the science tells us, what the contemplative traditions have known for millennia. You can't change what you can't see clearly. You can't transform from a place of rejection, only from a place of clear seeing. So this year, this moment, this breath, it doesn't require you to be different. It only requires you to be here. So let us be here. So if we are not setting goals, not making resolutions, not trying to optimize ourselves into better versions, what are we doing? I want to introduce a different frame. Instead of goals, think of seeds. Goals are about destination, seeds are about direction. Goals are about outcome, seeds are about process. Goals ask, what do I want to achieve? Seeds ask, what do I want to cultivate? Let me give you an example. A goal might be, I want to lose 20 pounds. A seed might be, I want to cultivate a kinder relationship with my body. Just see the difference. The goal is fixed, measurable, pass fail, and is focused on one future moment when you'll finally be acceptable. Whereas the seed is directional, ongoing, and it starts right now. It's about how you relate to yourself today, this moment, in this body. Another example, a goal might be, I want to be less anxious. And a seed might be, I want to cultivate the capacity to be present with discomfort. The goal treats anxiety as the enemy that needs to be eliminated. The seed recognizes that anxiety is part of being human. And what you can cultivate is a different relationship to it. Here's one more. A goal, I want to meditate every day. A seed might be, I want to cultivate moments of conscious presence throughout the day. The goal is rigid, all or nothing. Miss one day and you've failed. The seed is flexible, forgiving. Every moment is another opportunity. So here's the invitation. What do you want to cultivate this year? Not achieve, not accomplish, not become, but cultivate. Maybe it's patience, or curiosity, or courage, or rest. Maybe it's the ability to say no, or to ask for help, or to let yourself be seen. Maybe it's playfulness, or stillness, or honest expression. Maybe it's compassion for yourself, for others, for this complicated world. You don't have to overthink this. Don't make it impressive. Just notice what wants your attention now. What quality, what capacity, what way of being feels like it wants to grow in you. Got something? Even if it's vague, even if you are not sure, good. Now here's the important part. You don't cultivate a seed by force. You don't make a plant grow by pulling it. You cultivate by creating conditions, by tending, by paying attention. So if you want to cultivate patience, you don't just try really hard to be patient. You notice when impatience arises. You get curious about it. You create space around it. You practice again and again in small moments. If you want to cultivate courage, you don't wait until you feel brave. You take small actions in the direction of change, in the direction of courage. You build the capacity gradually. If you think you failed, you try again. And if you want to cultivate presence, you don't suddenly become enlightened. You bring your attention back 1,000 times, 10,000 times. And each time is the practice. And here's what's beautiful about seeds. You don't have to see the results immediately. You don't have to know if it's working. You just tend, you water, you pay attention, and something grows. Maybe not what you expected. Maybe not on your timeline, but something grows. Take a breath and feel for just a moment the relief of not having to transform yourself. The relief of not having to become someone else. The relief of just tending, just cultivating, just beginning again and again from exactly where you are. There's a phrase in meditation practice which we use all the time, begin again. Is what you do when your mind wanders, when you lose focus, when you forget why you sat down in the first place. You don't beat yourself up. You don't start over from scratch. You just begin again, right here from this breath. And that's not just meditation instruction, that's a life instruction. Because the truth is, you will lose your way this year, probably many times. You will forget the seed you wanted to cultivate. You'll fall back into old patterns. You'll get busy or tired or overwhelmed, and all your good intentions will evaporate. You'll have days, maybe weeks, where you feel like you're going backward. And even those moments, those are not moments of failure. That is just being human. And the practice is not to never lose your way. The practice is to notice when you have and begin again. And not from the beginning, from here. So let's practice that right now. Bring your attention to the breath. Just notice it, the sensations of breathing. Your mind will wander. That's fine. That's what minds do. And when you notice it's wandered, no judgment, no frustration, just bring it back. Begin again. Notice the breath. And when the mind wanders, come back. Begin again. Notice how the breath moves in your body, the rise and fall, the pause between inhale and exhale. Again, the mind wandering, that's okay, begin again. See if you can find the very beginning of your inhale, the first moment when the breath enters, and the very end of the exhale, the moment of stillness before the next breath begins. Again and again, you notice you've drifted. You simply return and begin again. This is it. This is the whole practice. Not perfection, not constant focus, not some special state. Just this, noticing, returning, beginning again. And what you're practicing here, this capacity to begin again without judgment, this is what you'll need this year. This is the skill underneath all other skills. Because trust me, you will forget to be patient, you will begin again. You will forget to be present and you'll begin again. And you will forget the seed you're cultivating and you'll begin again. Not from zero, not from failure, from here, from now, from this breath. So keeping your eyes closed if they are, start to deepen your breath slightly. Bigger inhales, fuller exhales. Begin to notice the sounds around you, the room you are in, the time of the day, the life waiting for you outside this practice. When you're ready, no rush. You can open your eyes or lift your gaze. Welcome back. So here's what I want you to take away with you. This year is not a test you need to pass. It's not a transformation you need to complete. It's not a race towards something or some better version of yourself. This year is just a series of moments strung together like beads on a string. And in each moment, you have a choice. You can relate to yourself with judgment or with kindness. You can relate to your life with resistance or with presence. You can relate to your struggles with shame or with compassion. The seed you want to cultivate, it doesn't grow in the future, it grows right here, in how you need this moment. The change you want to see, it doesn't happen when you finally become someone else. It happens when you're fully present with who you are. The fresh start you're looking for is not on January the 1st. It's now. And now, and now again. Every breath is a beginning. Every moment you notice you've drifted and return, that's a beginning. Every time you mess up and choose to try again, that's a beginning. You get many, many beginnings, endless chances to start fresh. Not because the calendar changed, but because you're alive and conscious and capable of bringing attention to this moment. So as you move into this year, whether it's January or June or November, I want you to remember, you don't need to become someone else. You just need to begin again and again and again. From here, from now, from this breath. That's the practice. That's the whole thing. So take this moment to thank you for practicing with me today. May you be patient with yourself. May you begin again as many times as you need. And may this year unfold not into the life you think you should have, but into the life you actually need.